My room is a mess. Let's fix that. Okay, it's a mess again. Let's fix that. Okay, what the fuck?
For the most part, we all gotta clean. It keeps us feeling fresh and sane. But what's the point of cleaning if it just gets dirty again? If I'm cleaning every day or every other day or every other week, how much do I clean? How deep do I clean? What is the true meaning of clean? Is clean even necessary? Or is it a scam by big hygiene? Now, after going to my most reliable friend, Chad GBT, he proposed to me that being clean isn't about reaching a spotless state, but it's about building systems that make it easier to live your life. But what does that mean? Well, in today's video, we're going to find out. And maybe, just maybe, you'll find out that the real mess was inside you all along. Okay, let's get the simple stuff out of the way. Clothes go in drawer, trash go in bin, things go in home. Now, some of you lazy pieces of crap might be saying,
But I like to see what I wear, and I can't throw the trash away. It's too far.
well, to those people, I say, you're kind of right. My research has found that the more friction there is to clean something, the less likely you're going to do it. So you want a logical system that works for you. For example, every time I want to, grab some clothes for the day, I'll go into my dresser, I'll grab what I think looks nice, and if it looks good, that's great. But what if it doesn't look good? Then I'll have to fold everything back up and put it back where it belongs, just for me to grab in and reach for another piece of clothing that's going to make more of a mess, pulling out, unraveling all the clothes that I've stacked up upon each other, and it's just going to be a big mess, all right? Instead, I've resorted to keeping all my clothes on the floor. It's faster and more efficient. Remember, being clean isn't about reaching a spotless state. It's about building a system that makes your life easier. Here's another way I've integrated those systems into my life. Listen, I don't have time to steam my own outfits. I've got money to make and B-words to get. I'll put the outfit on a hanger, and I'll put that hanger on the shower curtain rack.
Oh no, it slid down.
Well, this is where I introduce to you my special secret sauce, in which the system is broken. So what you do is that you make a system within the system. Boom, I add a piece of tape, and now the clothes knows its place, like a good boy. I know, these methods require a lot of brain power, and for some of you, this isn't going to become natural. It's not even going to feel normal at all. But luckily, I was born this way, and, it's in my genes that I have this power. It's only fair that I, bestow a little bit onto you. I happen to like the placement of my own bed. It fits the feng shui of it all, and I think it's most optimal. The only problem is that I'm facing northeast, and scientific research has shown that sleeping with your head facing north is actually pretty bad for you. It'll cause like mental problems or something. I don't know. I'll put it up on screen. In order to keep the feng shui of my room and the most optimal placement of my bed and also not get these mental problems, I actually have a genius solution, which is sleeping sideways.
And it's great to get cold air for a mouth breather such as myself.
Great, you got your room covered. It's all clean. But what about your brain and the body that your brain lives in? That's right, your own body. Okay, remember, it's okay if you didn't get that little connection I made. Some people are just smarter than others. That's why I gotta, show you how it's done. Anyways, let's start from the top and make our way to the bottom, starting with hair. Alright, so here's how I take care of my hair. I usually don't wash my hair because I've watched a few videos on YouTube about, the powerful stripping agent of the shampoo, and I'm like, I'm not going to deal with that. So I just let it be. And for the most part, it's fine. I usually like to rinse almost every day, and it looks great. But there are times when I get sweaty, I get dirty, or I swim. How else do I clean my hair then? Well, it's simple math, my friend. So before I go in to swim, my hair is at its perfect level of oil balance. So then I go swim, which will naturally dry out my hair. And then I'll put some coconut oil in my hair, which adds some oil. So my normal hair plus the coconut oil minus the stripping of the oil from the shampoo equals the original state that I started from. 1 plus 1 minus 1 is equal to 1. And it works pretty well. Next, let's move on to your face. Honestly, focusing on your face and your, physical characteristics or whatever, it's important. But it's not something you should obsess over. For me, I just do the bare basics. I wash my face, I put on lotion, and I also have this white cream from this orange bottle that I put on every other day. And for the days that I don't put that on, I put on this black cream from this transparent bottle. And basically, the creams do its work and stop my face from being chopped, as the kids like to say these days. As you can see from the labels, it's mainly supposed to stop oil from, seeping out of my face. But a lot of the time, it doesn't work that well. As you can see, maybe now and in my past videos and in my future videos, my skin gets pretty oily, especially my nose. My nose is like, I don't know, a super sponge of oil. And it gets even worse if I stay up late. So what I like to do is have a paper towel in my pocket, It's good to wipe my nose when it gets oily, my mouth if it gets dirty, and if I ever want to make the paper towel dance, I'll put a little boogie in it. Now, because of my ethnicity and the stereotypes surrounding it, I find myself often putting deodorant on so I don't smell bad. It's honestly a phobia of mine that I do smell bad, which kind of sucks. And I've also tried to avoid deodorants with aluminum because I'm scared of the effects it might have on my body, i.e., my dad one time told me that you could get breast cancer from it, and I don't want breast cancer. And the problem about having this type of anxiety regarding, sweating and smelling bad is that if I think I smell bad, I'm going to get more anxious and sweat more. And then I'm going to smell bad more and sweat more and think about it more. And it's just like a negative feedback loop that, feeds onto itself and gets worse and worse. Regarding penis, try to keep it dry. Nobody likes a wet penis, and nobody likes a wet, female version of that. Finally, we have feet. You know what? Don't worry about feet. The water will get it on its way out. Conclusively, being clean isn't about wiping away the mess. It's about making the space you live in easier to deal with. In the end, ultimately, at the core of it all, cleaning is for someone who not only wants to clean their room, their soul. That's it for this video. Hopefully you subscribe if you like what you heard. And as I always say, wipe the mess and find your best. See ya.